jumps out at you when you put the tape of the Mercury on?
Brittany Griner, Diana Taurasi, all those shooters they have everywhere, Kalia Copper. I mean, they're just, there's just so much talent on that floor to try to figure out how we're going to just try to contain them.
How do you plan to defend Copper in particular?
Yeah, I mean, she's playing so well. I mean, she can take it off the bounce. She's shooting the ball well. You know, our goal is just to try to keep a body in front of a body the best we can.
You have that advantage when it comes to bigs with Smith and the reigning rookie here, Leah Boston. How do you plan to maximize that?
Yeah, you know, they're playing that smaller lineup, so we'll hope to be able, you know, they're going to do a lot of switching. So we're hoping to make sure that when we get those switches and we have an advantage, we take advantage. Either that's pulling somebody out or trying to go inside to whoever that was, Smart was switched on.
So I think Diana's rookie season in this league was 2004. Were you LSU at that time?
I think so, yeah. Golly, that was a long time ago.
I mean, she was going through the college ranks at a very high level. What do you remember about her back then?
And in college, my gosh. I mean, competitor. That's what you remember about Diana Taurasi. It don't matter what age or level she was at. I mean, if it's college, pro, overseas, I had the opportunity to coach her overseas. It's just a different level. She is just one of the most competitive people I've ever met.
Well, what does it say about her that she's still playing at a pretty high level all these years later?
Yeah, I'm watching these games. I'm like, good Lord, Diana, like she looks young. Like she's playing at a high level. I'm just really, you know, happy for her. Happy she's having, you know, she's doing well.
How would you assess? We're about almost at the mid-season, but how would you assess just Caitlin's first half? How she's done?
Yeah, I mean, learning experience with a team that's also young, least experienced team in the league. So they're all just trying to fill each other out. Early schedule didn't help with trying to not have very much practice time, and that's where you kind of get that chemistry. So we kind of had to build that as the season went on. Had some practice time, and I mean, offensively, we're trying to. You know, we're sitting, I think, 5th or 6th in the offensive ratings, and we just keep getting better in that area. So as long as the more time they play together, their timing gets better. They know where each other's going to be on certain ball screens or pin downs. It's just a feel, and that takes time.
Tomorrow being the first matchup in your career against Diana Taurasi, does that bring any sort of extra excitement for you?
Yeah, for sure. Like that's somebody I grew up, you know, idolizing and, you know, looking up to and wanting to be like one day. So, you know, obviously she's one of the greatest players our game has ever seen, the greatest scorer our game has ever seen. So for me, like, I'm excited. Like, that's fun. Like, it's almost like kind of like a dream come true in a way. Like, you get to live out your dream while playing against the best, one of the best there ever has been. So it's fun for me, for sure.
What would it be, how does, you know, playing against someone like Diana who you grew up watching, does that give you an extra chip on your shoulder to play with?
No, you know, I come into every game, like, expecting to win and expecting to be at the highest level every single time. Like, I feel like if you have the opportunity to play in this league, like that's what's expected of you. Like this is your job. There shouldn't be people pulling, you know, strings for you to get to play hard, for us to play hard as a team. So for me, like just come out here and continue to play the game that I always have.
I think we saw Victor Wembanyama get his signature shoe in his rookie season. When can we expect the years to come?
I don't make those decisions, so you'll have to wait and see.
Taurasi's first year was 2004. You would have been 2 at that time?
2, yeah.
Do you remember what your first memory of her was?
Gosh. Honestly, like, probably nothing, like, super specific, obviously, but, like, definitely my first memory of, like, the WNBA. Like I said, like, she's the greatest scorer this game has ever seen, like, and I think just the fire and the passion that she plays with, like, I admire that. Like, she's a competitor, and the way she's been able to play this game at the highest level for as many years as she has is pretty incredible. It's hard to like nail down a specific memory exactly, but you know, growing up, like I always watched games, so like I think just as a young kid, like I would say just in general, like I loved watching her, but it wasn't like anything specifically that I really remember.
20 years playing at such a high level, does that seem, for someone just starting out, does that seem just incredibly...
Incredible. It's incredible. Like I said, like I don't think people realize how hard that is to do, and obviously like she's done everything that she's needed to do to continue to play at such a high level, like take care of her body, like continue to perform at the highest level. And you know, I think about it like as my rookie year, like it's incredible to think like she's been in this league for 20 years. Like it's like that's just super cool. Like it's a feat that not a lot of people will ever accomplish in their career, but for her to do that and to continue to do it at a high level is pretty, you know, I don't know if there's going to be many people to be able to do it like her.
You all had a crazy stretch beginning of the season. We just talked to Coach Sides about that. How much are you looking forward to the Olympic break, A, and then B, the latter half of the season where you have a little bit more time between games to tweak things?
For sure. I think the Olympic break will be good for all of us. First of all, to get some rest, but also like we have like 3 weeks to work on us. Like it's almost kind of like training camp again and like practice. And, you know, we have a young team, so that time to like really get in the gym and to improve like will be super valuable for us. I think it kind of stink at times, like we don't get to go out there and play, but I think overall, like it's going to be very beneficial for our group. And but yeah, I mean, I think it's been kind of you've kind of seen us be a little bit different when we've had some days in between games, and I think as we go forward, like that's going to be super important as we get into game 30 and whatever it is, like 40. Taking care of your body, mental preparation, but also like practice. Like that's the best thing for an inexperienced group is continue to get better, continue to learn game to game, and I think that we're doing a good job of that.
The
Time for
All-Star
two more.
game- I'm sorry, the All-Star game is going to be here in a few weeks. Is it kind of beneficial for you to get a look at the arena, do some shooting in the air, and how excited are you just for the All-Star game?
I don't know if I'll be there, so I mean,
Well,
whoever.
let's say you are. Let's say
I'm
you
not
are.
going to talk in hypotheticals. My focus is on playing basketball, and all that takes care of itself. But like my main focus is on this team. So, but I would say like it's super cool for me to travel around to all these new cities and play in these new arenas and venues. Like for my first time, like that'll be something that'll be very memorable for myself as I go throughout my career. Is like my first time at all these new places. So I would say that more than anything.
Last one.
Being nearly halfway into your rookie season, have you sort of seen a change of your approach and also maturity so far in the WNBA?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely been some growth for me. I feel like I've learned a lot over the course of whatever it's been 2 months.